Alright, guys. It's been a little bit slow. I think I haven't really been super active myself lately. Um, Trying to get more active again now that everything's calmed down. So everyone is aware of my situation. My dad did pass away. Um, it was one of those things. He had cancer. He was supposed to go get treatment, and he didn't make it in time to go get treatment. So he did pass away pretty quickly. So one thing I'm really wanting to do, I kind of made a poster in honor of him before he died, but now that he's actually passed, I want him to hold a vote with who's here and other national members on my dad being an honorary member that we can put up in the memorial and everything like that. So if I could get people's vote on that, hugs,
Yeah.
uh, purple,
Hell yeah, brother.
Zozo, Manny.
Yep.
Hey, you guys, just want to try to make it as official as possible and everything. Um, Now that I am back to normal and everything, I'm trying to get activity back up. I know Hugs was trying to talk about getting her chapter's activity up and everything. So I'm hoping we can at least do that, get the chapter members' activity a bit up, especially anyone sitting at a table and stuff like that. Because big thing we're trying to do now is trying to get those events going every week. So we're really needing the like road captains at some point. That's a big thing. We really need road captains in the future here pretty quickly to help with that. Um, so until then, it's mostly on me, Hugs, and Manny to get that going. And with me and Manny being as busy as we've been, it's been all on Hugs. So don't want to keep doing that to her. But um, so I'm hoping we can get that going. Um, we are looking for table members outside of just road captain for all the tables, so I do want to try to get recruiting going again. I don't really know what's going on with that MC that fucked around with us before. I haven't seen a lot of posts from them since they messed with us, so I'm not really sure what's going on with them still. So for now, I feel like it might be safe to start posting on social media again. If they start messing with us, just let me know. If they put like a post saying like RIP orcs or something like that, just let me know. Um, but otherwise, I think we need to get back to our normal recruiting system. On top of just the normal lobby recruiting, because that does seem to work really well. Um, Another thing I want to get back to working on is our side projects. We did have a couple of side projects like having to doing the Orcish outlet where we did game shows and interviews with members and stuff like that. Just kind of keep the YouTube channel a little more active, trying to get it going a little bit more to bring people's attention to us outside of just normal recruiting. Maybe somebody sees some of our videos, get interested in seeing what we're doing and wants to be part of it. But outside of that, it's also to help members win rewards and give people things to do outside of just the normal GTA stuff. Um, so I'm hoping to get that going again. We were mostly going to have it be me and Wilson, but with, again, me and Wilson also having pretty tight schedules lately, I'm wanting to get a few more people interested in being like hosts and, participants and all that kind of stuff to get that going. So let me know if you're ever interested in that, and we will get something going. Um, Another side project we had a long time ago that I do want to try to bring back to the table, because we did drop the idea of doing a UK chapter and a PS4 chapter before we were trying to do a PS4 chapter, UK chapter, and all these different types of chapters all at once. But now that we've dropped that, there is one type of side chapter, kind of, I would like to try to get back home working on, would be a role play chapter. Mostly people who they're gonna kind of be separate from us. They're gonna be their own thing, kind of, where they're just role players. But something where if we're ever interested in playing role play, we can go jump in with them and play around with them, and they can teach us how that works and stuff like that. But outside of that, it would also be an opportunity for us to film a little show and stuff like that with the role players interested in being a part of that. We can, like, again, with the YouTube channel, try to get some attention on our club with something a little more unique outside just the church meetings and stuff like that. Um, and it's a little bit of a fun thing to do, type thing. So, uh, won't have a vote on that today. We're just mostly bringing that to the table, get some people's ideas on it. We'll get something figured out a little bit later down the road for that. But just putting the idea out there again. Um, Another thing I wanted to touch on is I do understand that the Discord is a bit crazy. So I did come up with an idea to make things a little bit better that I think might help is I'm going to take all that extra this explain and that explain information and kind of make a little handbook out of it on one channel to try to break down the Discord a little bit. But I wanted to get you guys' opinion on that. Uh, Hugs, your opinion?
I mean, like, where each section, where it's, like, the hierarchy explained and all that.
Well, I figured the hierarchy explain should be its own separate thing because that's a lot of information. But like where it's like, uh, look at an example real quick. Sorry. Like like support, explain, sponsors, recruiters, advancement, uh, that kind of extra information that I feel is just kind of taking up a lot of, making the Discord look a bit extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I
Putting all
think that
that in
would be
one place.
nice.
Yeah. Purple, your opinion?
Um, I like how it's set up. I mean, there's a lot of information, but like you said, it does seem like there's a lot of some of it can be like what do you call it? Consolidated, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like a good little yeah, a little bit of yeah, I think that would work.
All right. All right, Zozo. All right, man. All right, and Manny.
Yeah, I'm down for simplifying it.
All right. So I'll work on that soon. Get a couple more national members votes first, but I'm sure that will go through. Um, Another thing I wanted to do is touch on two things real quick. There was I haven't uploaded it yet. Sorry about that, Manny. I'll get that uploaded when I upload this church as well. Um, there was a vote for someone to become a prospect yesterday. I do understand that misunderstanding. I am sorry about that. Um, you don't have to vote for someone to become a prospect. Whenever their sponsor just deems that they're ready to become a prospect, then you pass them on. It's whenever they become a nomad that from now on the national table is going to vote on people becoming nomads, so that way we can kind of keep tabs on who's becoming a nomad a bit better. Uh, and then obviously when they join a chapter, then the chapter will vote them in and everything like that. I just wanted to clarify that confusion. If at all the bylaws are worded in a way that don't make sense, please let me know because I will happily reword them, find a way to try to make it make more sense because that's the whole point there is I want that to be as clear as possible. So if that's ever an issue, please let me know. I do understand that confusion with that being a newer thing though. To help with that, though, something I do think will help is doing some introduction videos where it kind of explains this thing in a video more than just having to sit there and read a bunch of shit. for those people who just kind of work better with visuals and audio than they do the written word. Uh, so I think we should look into doing something like that, getting some people involved, and I can get a nice little couple of videos made explaining like the different things, different steps, and all that. But that'll be a future project. That is all I've had today. Does anyone have anything to say about anything I brought up so far?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Anyone have anything to bring to the table, anything along those lines?
I do want to bring up that we are supposed to have like an event night on the 12th with the crime family, the Novellis.
Yes.
If anybody is good at making playlists and could help out, I would appreciate it because I do not know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a big part of why I usually have a road captain because I don't want to do that either.
Yes, help please. Would be appreciated.
No, yes. So if we can, this was a good turnout tonight. So I feel like if we make sure to plan it appropriately, make sure everyone knows ahead of time, then I think we can get a good number of us there. I was just scared that we not, won't get enough people there. So yeah, make sure I'll put up an event for that. We're gonna be having a event on the 12th, this Saturday, this coming up Saturday, right? Yeah. All right. Anything else? I wasn't really sure what the event was going to be. It was going to be based on how many of us showed up tonight, so I think we're just going to do a lobby takeover if you guys want, since there's a good amount of us, or a stand your ground, something like that. But that
Why
is
do you
it.
always forget me?
Oh, I'm sorry, because I don't see you.
Some health issues. Sorry, I meant to say that when you said anything
I'm sorry.
else.